and welcome to Fulton County Library presents the Library Access. I'm your host, Brianna Botsford. August is filled with inspiring stories, creative expression, and exciting experiences across the Fulton County Library System. This month, the Central Library continues to celebrate Atlanta's vibrant arts community through the GRIOT series GRIOT, where artists showcase their work and share insights on creativity and culture. Families gathered at the Palmetto Library for a special Storytime event featuring the Palmetto Fire Department and the Mayor of Palmetto, celebrating the importance of reading, safety, and community. The Auburn Avenue Research Library proudly unveiled its newest exhibition, Softness Was Always Ours, honoring the beauty, resilience, and history of women through powerful imagery. Keep watching to see what's happening at FulcoLibrary. The Central Library welcomed audiences for a special edition of the GRIOT series GRIOT, a year-long cultural storytelling experience curated and hosted by Carlita Scarborough Vasquez. The series explores how stories are preserved and reimagined through art, engineering, technology, design, wellness, and cultural exchange. During this featured conversation, Carlita sat down with acclaimed designer Rochelle Porter to discuss designing for a global audience, sharing insights on creativity, culture, and the impact of intentional design across communities.
I'm Rochelle Porter. I'm the founder and creative director of Rochelle Porter Design, and we are a vibrant lifestyle brand. I call us a lifestyle brand because we literally do everything for lifestyle, from home to clothing to phone cases. Literally, if it can have a print on it, I'm gonna put a print on it. That's my mission.
There was a defining moment when you realized that design could become a career and not just a passion.
From the time I could hold a pen or a pencil, I literally doodled on everything. It could be like a piece of paper, a styrofoam box, whatever I picked up. As long as I could hold a pen, I doodled on it. I will say that I never had any aspirations ever to be an artist or a designer.
Okay.
Like, if I had called myself that before my 30s, I would have felt like an imposter. But it was always something that was in me. It was just something I did. I knew I was a designer. I was a storyteller from birth.
I never intended to be an artist, but I knew I had a passion and I needed an outlet. I'm Rochelle Porter, and this is my home line. I've always loved fabric and design, and I was getting a lot of comments from friends about my prints. And I started wondering if this was supposed to be something more, so I got to work. Sometimes it starts as a sketch or a watercolor, but most times it's just picking up a pen and allowing my mind to wander. I'm very inspired by my Caribbean roots, West African textiles, and Scandinavian design. I'm all about classic motifs with a bold twist. To me, it's important to do better than the minimum. We're striving for the ethical treatment of people and the planet, and to create mindfully made products. Our motto is Design for Abundant Living. To me, that means giving people permission to live in color and pattern and the optimism they crave. I feel called to this work. If I can make people as happy as this makes me, I will have succeeded.
Through artist talks, immersive experiences, workshops, and community collaborations, the GRIOT series transforms the library into a living archive where storytelling, innovation, and culture come together. Programs like these invite visitors to explore the connections between history, creativity, and communities that help shape the future. Families filled the Palmetto Library for a fun and educational family storytime event focused on literacy and safety. The Palmetto Fire Department joined the celebration alongside the Mayor of Palmetto, who delighted children by reading stories that encouraged imagination and learning. Families also enjoyed games, interactive activities, opportunities, performances, and more to learn about first responders and learning valuable safety tips.
I am here at the Palmetto Library today for the finale of the summer reading program, which has been absolutely amazing. We've had the 250-year Georgia Reads this year, so to be able to be a part of a library that is just so active every day, but to be a part of this during the summer reading program, to get to know the families that come out, to get to read to the children, and to, if nothing else, just absorb a little of their sweet energy so that it gives me the love to continue to do what I do as the mayor. My favorite part about coming to the library, outside of all of the books and all of the places that books can take you, is all of the families that this library services. So that gives me great joy. that this is a place that people know that they can come for unity and community and safety and fun.
Today at the Palmetto Library, I'm going to be displaying the features and the equipment on the apparatus that we brought today, which is Engine 31 and Truck 31. We'll also show the kids what it looks like when a fireman is in full turnout gear. You know, we'll talk to them about some life safety and fire safety stuff today. The kids could look forward to, you know, putting their hands on some of the equipment we use, and some of them might be able to get to sit up in the front seat of the apparatus in the driver's seat. You know, we'll show them the lights and sirens and everything as well. So we'll teach them a couple of things, like, you know, what to do when something's on fire, how to use a fire extinguisher, and some different methods of evacuation in the event that their house was to unfortunately catch on fire. The library is one of the easiest points of access for the whole entire community. So if we kind of bring our stuff here, you know, we can expect as many people as possible to be able to reach us at an easy point of access. Firefighting is the greatest job in the world.
Today at the Palmetto Library, I presented a program called Hot Diggity Doug, which aligns with the summer theme of Unearth a Story. And so I had 6 different stories that I retold from popular children's books, and I incorporated puppets and visuals and a lot of audience participation. I give them opportunities to participate. I give them opportunities to call things back. So one of the books was One Mole Digging a Hole by Julia Donaldson. And in that book, it's a simple counting book and a rhyming book, but in that we enacted all the animals. I had them provide the rhyming words. So it was 2 snakes with garden, and they had to think about the word that goes with it. So just lots of ways to get them involved in the stories. There are moments when I see a child who just shines, who just comes up and just, you know, blows me away. There were a couple of kids who came up and just really seemed to understand how to do it. I think it's important to offer these kinds of programs at the library because we want children to read, and we know that we're seeing a drop-off, of course, with the digital revolution, with all of our devices, that people don't read. People in general don't read as much, and children don't read as much. And I do a lot of work in schools, and I believe that these strategies of engaging children with literature broaden their minds so that when they read, they're bringing some of the imagination to it. They're not just looking at words, they're not just decoding, but they're imagining what it feels like, what it sounds like, what it looks like, and they're creating worlds on their own, which is what books do for us. It's always a pleasure to come and tell stories at the Palmetto Library and at the FulcoLibraries in general. It's also nice to do things in the communities where I live.
When you come to the library, there's almost a kindred spirit at the library, that people that come for the one unified reason, and that's to get data. This is the original data center, and I'm hoping that families recognize that this is the place that you can truly gather, to be together, and to go travel the world together without ever leaving the comforts of our city. I am grateful for the county providing libraries throughout for families to still go through. I know that we are in a position and a place where everything is in a digital space, but to still have paper books, tangible books, and human interaction at the library. This is so amazing, not just for our community, but for the community at large. So thank you for continuing to provide this space and this place for people to come together and gather in the library.
Events like these help strengthen community connections while making reading, learning, and public safety engaging experiences for children and families alike. The Auburn Avenue Research Library is proud to present its newest exhibition, Softness Was Always Ours. The exhibit celebrates the beauty, strength, and enduring legacy of women throughout history, inviting visitors to explore powerful stories through art and through thoughtful interpretation. Guests are encouraged to experience the exhibition and reflect on the many ways women have shaped our communities and culture.
The Auburn Avenue Research Library is a special collection library for research on African American culture and history. The Softness Was Always Ours exhibit at Auburn Avenue Research Library is a celebration of the softer side of Black womanhood. What makes this exhibit so special is it allows women in the African American community to see themselves in a way that media does not always portray. So you have women who are engaged in activities of socialization, self-care, dressed in elegant gowns, pursuing higher education, involved in community service, and just loving cultural activities. This exhibit came to be from multiple phases. I enjoy social media in my free time, and I noticed that there were a lot of videos that came up about Black women feeling tired, wanting to live Softer Life. And then I started seeing negatives in the photo negative collection that I'm processing, where there are women who exhibited those things across time, from the 1920s through the 1970s. And I thought that would be a pretty fun idea for an exhibit that's already gotten wonderful positive feedback. There are 9 panels in total. 7 of them are based on the collection that I'm processing, and 2 are from other collections. So the panel here, for example, behind me, is from our rare periodicals and newspaper collection. We also have a panel from the Utopian Literary Society's, or Literary Club rather's, papers. And then we also have albums from our long playing records collection with album covers that also hint at the themes of the exhibit. So we are still processing this collection. It's massive. It's over 80,000 negatives, and we are a little more than halfway through it. What I've observed and received as feedback, a lot of emotion. I've had women actually come up to me crying, and I gave one woman a big hug at the opening reception. She just felt very much seen. She felt that this touched a part of her that she needed. And I've heard that from a few people, that they needed it. The word need, when it comes to an exhibit, that hits a special place, I guess, in the heart. We have a couple of colleagues here who lived through some really strong times in American history, and for them, this also hit them in a special way, to see just portrayals of women that maybe they haven't seen in a long time, or emotion of taking them back to a different place in time was special for them. Also, the way that the panels themselves are designed, they're set up to look like the way someone's grandmother might have photos on the wall. And so that also makes people smile when they come to see the exhibit. I want the public to know that history is not something far away or unapproachable or untouchable, that people can come in and engage with what we have here, and that we're happy to put together exhibits and programs that make that history contemporary and useful for today. Also, it's important because where we work, working with African American culture and history can sometimes have very heavy emotional impact on patrons and the people who work here. So to be able to do something in a different way that focuses on something uplifting, light, positive, to give a balance to some of the heavier content that also resides here, I think is important for people to not feel fatigue. Please go to FulcoLibrary.org/AARL for more information about programs, for links to our digital exhibits. There's also a digital exhibit that ties into this exhibit that has a recommended reading list in addition to photographs and a Spotify playlist.
This inspiring exhibit offers visitors an opportunity to celebrate history, identity, and artistic expression while experiencing the unique culture programming available through the Fulton County Library System. To learn more about upcoming events at the Fulco Library, please visit FulcoLibrary.org today. What an incredible summer reading season! Thousands of readers participated in this year's Unearth a Story summer reading program by logging books, attending exciting events, and discovering everything the Fulton County Library System has to offer. Take a look back at some of our favorite moments from this summer as we celebrate the amazing participation, memorable programs, and community connections that made this year's summer reading program such a tremendous success. This summer, libraries across Fulton County join communities nationwide in celebrating America 250 through engaging programs that explore our nation's history, stories, and shared experiences. As the celebration continues, we're excited to introduce the limited edition America 250 Georgia Reads Library Card. Stop by your local Fulton County Library to learn more and celebrate this historic milestone with us.
Join the Fulton County Library System for a special community reading celebration with our 2026 One Book, One Read selection, The Last One at the Wedding, by best-selling author Jason Rekulak. This annual county-wide program invites readers across Fulton County to share the experience of reading the same book and connecting through conversation. In this gripping suspense novel, a father attends the lavish wedding of his estranged daughter, hoping to reconnect. But the celebration slowly reveals unsettling secrets about the groom and the powerful family hosting the event. Pick up a copy of the book from your local library and join the discussion at one of our 34 library branches, hosting book conversations and programs throughout the community. Then, celebrate the story in person at Central Library on Saturday, September 19th for a live conversation with Jason Rekulak, moderated by award-winning journalist Karen Greer of WSB-TV. Meet the author, hear behind-the-scenes insights about the novel, and stay for a book signing after the discussion. You can also watch the event live on our Facebook and YouTube channels.
If you're interested in getting more updates about what's going on in the Fulton County Library System, please subscribe to our bi-weekly e-newsletter. You'll receive updates on new materials, staff recommended book lists, event highlights, upcoming programs, and more. Visit our website to subscribe today. Thank you for watching Library Access presented by the Fulton County Library System. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at FulcoLibrary and visit us at FulcoLibrary.org. I'm your host, Brianna Botsford, and I will see you next time on Library Access.